Hi, my name is Rabbi Noah Chertkov, and welcome to Congregation Shalom's Aron Kodesh. This week's Torah portion is Tzav. And as I stand here before our Torah scrolls, I'm often reminded that whenever we bring a B'nai Mitzvah forward for one of their rehearsals, and they haven't held the Torah before, they always ask the question, is the Torah heavy? And while I understand that they're talking about the physical weight of the Torah, I often think about what the Torah has represented to our people throughout its history. In generations past, we learned that the Torah was given to Moses on Mount Sinai, was passed to Joshua, and then to the judges, and then to the prophets, and then to the men of the Great Assembly. And throughout all of the wandering of the Jewish people, the diaspora after the destruction of the great temple that stood in Jerusalem, Jews have clung to the Torah as a safe haven and an escape from all of the trials and difficulties in life. As Jews survived pogroms and crusades and living in ghettos and oppression and all the way through the Holocaust, Jews have understood that by clinging to the Torah, they can achieve a sense of sanctity and peace within their own lives no matter where they were. And through all of this time and through all of these wanderings in synagogues all around the world, the Aron Kodesh was always symbolic of the great temple that stood in Jerusalem. And the implements, the clay Kodesh, which the Torah was dressed in, were always symbolic reminders of where they came from as well. The Keter is symbolic of the royalty that used to reside in Jerusalem. The Rimonim that you find on some Torah scrolls, symbolic of the pomegranates and the 613 mitzvot, which can be found within every single Torah scroll. The Yad, symbolic of the hand of God, who gently tapped the Jewish people by presenting us with the Torah. So the Choshen is a reminder of the Kohanim who would offer sacrifices both in the Mishkan that wandered through the desert as well as the great temple that stood in Jerusalem. And in this week's Torah portion, the high priests are dressed in all of those wonderful implements which they needed in order to conduct the ritual of the sacrifices that took place there. And when I think back to our B'nai Mitzvah students who are often concerned with the weight of the Torah, I always tell them that it's not too heavy. And it's not too heavy because they have the support of a community who cares about them and who are cheering them on as they engage in their own Jewish upbringing as well. And it's not too heavy because they have the support of religious schools and congregations all throughout Milwaukee, as well as the day school and the JCC and people in our community who care a great deal about their future, and the Federation who can provide them with scholarships so they can go to camp. It's not too heavy because we live in a community that can support our children. So, as we look to this week's portion, may we understand that we are all have a role in lifting the Torah so that it is a symbol for all time for our Jewish people, providing us with a sense of holiness and wholeness. May the fabric of our Jewish life be one that is a mosaic of all types of splendor and interesting elements of our Jewish community in which we can all gather together. And may we always remember our history as it will strengthen us from generation to generation. And let us say, Amen.